on the secondary streets, while the tricycles will provide a last mile connectivity for areas that are not served by the BRT. So this ensures that everyone still has a role to play in the system. So the government has already gotten 200 modern CNG-powered buses and 4,000 electric taxis, and it will be assembled locally in Enugu, with the first 1,000 ready in the next 3 months. So each of these BRT bus is equipped with padded seats, air conditioning, Wi-Fi, and every vehicle will be tracked and monitored from a central control center to ensure that those who are in it are very safe. Yes, to ensure the safety of the commuters. So additionally, 84 new bus shelters have been built across the city, offering the commuters safe and comfortable waiting areas. And the EJ card, the state's electronic fare payment system, will soon be available at more points, making commuting cashless and very convenient. All right, so later we'll go into this more deeply, but that's after we go through the newspaper headlines. We'll return to this topic, and I want to hear from commuters, I want to hear from the transport operators, I want to hear from the experts. We want your thoughts, your suggestions, and also what you think about this new system. All right, stay tuned. Let's take a look at the top stories on today's papers. All right, authorities in Burkina Faso report that a Nigerian Air Force aircraft carrying 11 military personnel was forced to land on Monday, that's yesterday, after reportedly entering Burkina airspace without authorization. According to the Confederation of Sahel States, the C-130 had 2 crew members and 9 passengers. All were military personnel, and was operating without the required permission to fly over Burkina Faso. So which the Confederation described as a serious violation of its sovereignty of its member states. So now what they are trying to say is that 11 of our military personnel are held hostage in Burkina Faso because they were seen flying over the country, and they were not supposed to do that because they didn't have the authorization to do so. So this is the reason they've been held hostage, and they condemned the incident. The Confederation condemned the incident and warned that its air and anti-aircraft defenses have been placed on maximum alert to respond to any breaches, emphasizing the importance of respecting national borders and military protocols, because incidents like this could have serious implications for regional security. And while it's okay to, I believe it's okay to protect those that you are leading, those in the country, because from what we saw on Sunday, we saw the Nigerian military, the personnel sending air strike to Benin Republic. So everybody, all the country needs to be very careful, yes. So whatever they did, they were trying to be careful so that it doesn't lead to any story. So, but at the same time, the Nigerian Air Force and the federal government are yet to issue any official statements. They're yet to say anything concerning the Burkina Faso and the military personnel that have been held hostage. They're yet to say anything. So this is leaving questions about how and why the aircraft entered the Burkina Faso airspace, and also highlighting the broader need for closer coordination among the neighboring countries. Because a lot of people are questioning, why is it that the two African countries have to be fighting? How is it that it's a crime for aircraft to pass the Burkina Faso region? So these are the questions a lot of people are asking. But then, for security reasons, because we do not know a lot of things are going wrong in In the continent, a lot of things are going wrong. So for security reasons, Burkina Faso are trying to protect their members. Because if it were you, considering what happened on Sunday, you would be very careful seeing Nigerian aircraft passing your own country. All right, so we are yet to hear from the government. We hope that they say something about it, they do something about it to rescue our military personnel. All right, moving on. The Public Accounts Committee of the House of Representatives have summoned the Group CEO of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, Bayo Ojulari, to appear on Monday, December 15, following multiple audit queries issued by the Auditor General for the 2021 financial year. So the committee expressed serious concern over NNPCL's repeated failure to submit requested documents or to respond to invitations, describing the previous excuses, including a cited official engagement at the presidential villa, as disrespectful and also obstructive to the audit process. So NNPCL is expected to respond to several key issues, including the alleged payments to contractors for the abandoned projects, failure to deduct the taxes, irregular payments reportedly authorized without proper approval from senior management. So the Public Accounts Committee has said that no institution, regardless of its size, regardless of its strategic importance, is exempted from the parliamentary oversight. So when you do something wrong, it is expected that you are put in check, that you are being held accountable. So this is a welcome move from the House of Representatives. So with all the money that has been approved, with all the money that has been released, yes, they need to know what they did with the money. So whoever is being called to should respond to it. Nobody is above the law. Everybody can be questioned on how they are using funds. All right, so in this petroleum sector in particular, as frequently featured in the Public Accounts Committee hearings, due to all these recurring audit concerns, including the gaps in crude oil sales, undocumented payments, and the subsidy claims, making this latest summon a continuation of the committee's efforts to ensure that the financial discipline and also to safeguard the public funds. So this is what we have on the NNPCL case. And moving on, still on the newspaper headline. Tragedy struck Lamude local government area in Adamawa State yesterday, when 7 women died and 11 others were injured during a protest. So the women had gathered to demand quicker military intervention to calm the tensions between two communities. And we are seen carrying leaves to symbolize peace as they blocked the troops from entering the area. Now, what happened was very tragic. Like, if you read the story, you will know that they didn't just die. It wasn't as a result of stampede. That's not what caused the death of these women. Because while we are trying to ensure that even the military personnel, the people that are supposed to protect us, that they are doing their job, we see here stories like them opening fire on people who just came out to protest peacefully. Women who just carried leaves, just to say that we need the military intervention to stop the fight between these two communities, the Bachama community and the Chobo community in Adamawa State. I mean, when you see that the communities, they are fighting and you are tired of it, and you come out peacefully to protest. Now, according to sources, this situation of peaceful protest turned deadly. It turned deadly when the soldiers allegedly opened fire on the crowd. It was soldiers. It was the military who we have been asking to go into the northern states, to go into all these states and apprehend the terrorists, apprehend those people that are kidnapping the citizens, those people that are killing the citizens. It's still the same soldiers, from reports, who opened fire and killed 7 women who came out to protest peacefully in Adamawa State. Now, what's the way forward? We are asking, in this country, where did we get it wrong? Why are those supposed to protect us still the ones opening fire on innocent citizens? Imagine it's not making sense. You just came out just to tell you're asking for military intervention, just to tell them to intervene in what is going on in these 2 communities. And the best way they could intervene was to open fire and kill these women on the spot. When is it going to be right with our security personnel? We look at the police brutality, we look at all the things that are going wrong in the country. And those supposed to protect us are still part of the problem. They still keep making life very hard for us. And we are not okay with that. Because it happened in Adamawa State. It can happen anywhere. We've seen it countless times, where people just came to protest peacefully, unharmed people. Now, I'm talking about women. Women, and old women that just came out for the peace of their community, and they were shot dead by security, by the soldiers. It's not right. Whoever hears this can never call it right. And we all are tired of hearing this, hearing that the soldiers opened fire, the police opened fire on innocent citizens. And we are asking, all the swift responses that you can do, you can do on the innocent people, on the unharmed citizens. Why not do it to the terrorists? Why do we still allow the terrorists to roam around freely? Or is it that some persons, they can just exercise their power on some certain particular people, and then other people are allowed to do whatever they want to do? Because this is a very sad news. It's a very sad news. All they wanted was for the military to intervene, to bring peace between 2 communities. And the best way that the military could intervene was to open fire to unharmed protesters. It's really a sad one. It's really a sad one, because we don't expect this to keep happening. We don't expect it to keep happening at all. So this was confirmed by the district head, Chief Agoso, who described the women as coming out peacefully to appeal for security. They just came out to appeal for security, only to be met with live gunfire, and confirmed that some of the wounded ones remain in critical condition. It's so bad that we keep talking about this in a time like this. So in response to this, Governor Peter has imposed a 24-hour curfew on Lamode and other security agencies to move immediately into the affected communities to restore peace and prevent further violence. The state government has also appealed to residents to remain calm and cooperate with security personnel as investigations continue. In as much as even the governor is trying to ensure that there's peace, that peace returns in that community. But we are still saying that the same security personnel that you are sending to restore calm, we are still the same security personnel that opened fire on unharmed citizens. This is really not right. But that's by the way. Moving on, still on the newspaper headlines. Let's see, the federal government defers 70% of 2025 capital projects to 2026. POS takeover, federal government ends cash payments in MDAs. On the Daily Trust, we have genocide, U.S. lawmaker visits Enugu State. Troops kill bandits, rescue victims in Sokoto. 17 agencies scored zero in efficiency rating. Report says that 17 agencies scored zero in efficiency rating. Court declines Nnamdi Kanu's request for prison transfer. That's on the Daily Trust newspaper. All right, on the Nation's newspaper, students to access federal government's 50 million naira innovation grants. More Nigerian fighter jets, troops in Benin Republic. More Nigerian fighter jets, troops in Benin Republic. Nigeria, U.S. moving in right direction, says Representative Riley Moore. On the Vanguard newspaper, Tinubu seized Benin Republic airspace legally. Senate source. Federal government to courts. Speed up hearing of terrorism and kidnap cases. 100 students released by terrorists handed over to Niger government. All right, so that is what we have this morning on the newspaper headlines. And remember that you can call in on 0706 048 5853 or 0915 570 8347. Call us and let us know what you think of your opinion, your comments on the newspaper headlines that you've heard so far. And also you can drop your comments on our YouTube channel on High Voltage News. Like, subscribe, and also share the video for others to be part of the conversation. All right, so we are going to take a short break, and when we come back, we will take your calls, and also we will look at the Enugu State transport changes that they're trying to start. So we'll take a short break right now, and remember, don't go anywhere. This is High Voltage on Volt 104.3 FM.
It's about to get welcome to the show, and a presenter that won't stop giving it their all. Hi, my name is Ogio, your pilot one, and I'm passing the mic to the one that has current affairs in her palms.
Hello everyone, my name is Odili, and I'm passing the mic to the judge and peacemaker in Volt FM Sports.
I am Godwin, and I'm passing the mic to the Igbo culture expert giving us cultural gist.
Today we're going to Monte. I found Bantichinazo. I told me pass the mic to Funya na de when he John. Manobo Jembe Milo.
What's up, my people? I go by the name Nonso with the magic voice, aka King of Babylon United, and I'm passing the mic to one person who they give for anything right for Kato.
Hi, Volt family. My name is John, and I'm passing the mic to the driver. We know they collect fare, you know now.
Hi neighbor, it's Jason here, and I'm passing the mic to the one that has the magic to heal your broken heart.
My name is Malaika, and I am passing the mic to you. Yes, you. For being part of
Volt 104.3 FM.
Yes, welcome back to High Voltage, your weekday news analysis show, where we review and analyze the news and also talk about the issues affecting us as citizens of Nigeria. If you have just joining us, yes, we already read the newspaper headlines, and also we are talking about the Enugu State commuters, the BRT buses that they are trying to introduce. And if you have been listening, the phone line are open on 0706 048-5853 or 0915-570-8347. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Peter.
Good morning. You're welcome. Please, your name and your location.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm very fine. And you?
Fine. Prince of Anna, calling from Enugu State.
Okay. Okay. You're welcome. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah. For the people, please, there was an open fire on
Yes.
the women. That's what we are talking about.
Okay.
There is no way a soldier, French soldiers, will do a such a thing.
Okay.
And that brings me to believe what people have been saying, that Boko Haram have been reintegrated into the Nigerian army. So many people can see it now. There's no way a soldier that is trained to go forward to protect his life and property. We open fire, especially in the women. This one, they are not men, no.
Yes.
Where you can say that they are causing violence, they are destroying anything. Women are not being known for destroying, just a truthful process. If not what people have been saying is true, that Boko Haram are being into the Nigerian army, nobody will have the mind to open fire on women.
You're right.
Understand? It's only Boko Haram they can be, because killing is not, they are not seeing it as anything. Although someone can call you and put me wrong. Okay? So that's why I do it. Secondly, for what our government is trying to do in the Enugu State concerning the boss, just to ask him, those women that used to come and buy tomato in Akwata or New Gariki and take to their different destinations in the village in Emene or inside Ababa or that places inside. Don't do that. Come to buy goods at a way. Maybe they sell plastic, or they let us Keke will help them and convey their goods, or minibus will help them and convey their goods to their destination. Inside where other motor cannot enter, this big bus cannot enter. What will happen to them, please?
No, they are not trying to ban the Keke. They are not banning it. Yes, the Keke we have to enter where the buses are just for the main roads.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
You know, if you go to Apatana, you see those Keke there. They will carry fish from Apata to inside the village. With this bus, the governor bring that now, we'll be able to carry fish from Apata or carry tomato from Keke.
No. It will not be able to do that. It will not be able to do that. All right. So 0706-048-5853 or 0915-570-8347. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my dear sister.
Good morning. You are welcome. Please, your name and your location.
Okay, this is someone calling from Abuja.
All right. Please go ahead.
Yes, Nigeria have come to every day one, not even one story itself, different kinds of stories.
Different bad stories.
But let me talk about the women that protest at
Adamawa State.
I can't say those people are not military. They are just terrorists putting fire on the people protesting the women. So because there is no well-trained soldiers to do that's like the last caller has said. So those people are the people who are called the repentant Boko Haram. So they're just recruited them to the military. So now the women are protesting against the terrorists. So it's also that women are protesting against their own way. That's why they are doing that. So you can see this country, all these innocent bros they are dead. So how can this country be peaceful? Those women would have been affected, maybe their husbands affected in those terrorism attacks or their children, and they're protesting with the anger that this must stop. And those women still die with that anger in injustice way. So I don't all this innocent bro we are saying they not do it, but the people in the authority and in this country. So they will pay for it when they do time come. They should do it. Okay, now the military are looking into Benin Republic, Niger Republic. So, but they are using their own problem
To go and fight for another person
Let's be watching.
as well. As well. All right, you two can still join the conversation on 0706 048 5853 or 0915 570 8347. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, you are welcome. Please your name and your location.
This is Happy Man calling from UK.
All right, please go ahead.
I used to say it and I will continue saying it.
Okay.
That the God of every man is his conscience,
Mm.
and the God of every nation is the government. When the conscience of a man is dead, that means his God is dead. And when the God of a nation fails, that nation is sitting on the edge of a gunpowder, ready to explode any time. Nigeria government has failed in all rounds. They cannot protect its citizens, but they can protect another country. They can sell military coup in another country, but fail in each country. And it's a shame to our leaders, and they have to wake up. How can you tell me that you were trained military officer? People try to paint it in the name of terrorism. They are not. It is Nigeria Army. Take it anywhere. It is Nigeria Army that shot peaceful protesters. And we are meant to know that women are very vulnerable. They are weak people. Okay. And you saw people protesting. You cannot address them. Instead, you open fire on them and shot 7 of them. Others who were injured. And they are already in the news, and nobody is saying anything.
That's the
Nothing
thing.
is happening. And before you know, tomorrow another news will come up. We'll forget about this one. It's very painful and shameful to us. If you think what happened in Burkina Faso concerning our military that is being held, I said it yesterday that what our president did is something that can trigger countries to go into war. Yes, you can see something like that trying to happen now. Because if Nigeria may try to interfere by using force, by sending another troop, they will also be intercepted in that place that will be leading into exchanging fire. You see that these two countries have started fighting. Yes. So in a situation like this, our government has to use their wisdom to handle this issue. Or we handle many cases. These people are right. It is their own territory. You cannot just enter it like that because you are a military officer. Everybody will ban drink here. You're right. And anybody has to train with caution. It is said that Nigeria is a sovereign nation, so to say other countries. So anything they are doing, the agenda of Africa does not mean that we are more powerful than any other country. And you know that Nigeria and Burkina Faso have seen some issues before. When there is a coup in Niger, and Nigeria was trying to invade Niger, and Burkina Faso stood and said if they try it, they are going to fight Nigeria. And you know, issues like that happen. People may overlook it, but the thing has been there, and anything can trigger a thing like that that will lead into war. Yes. So I'm calling the Nigerian government to use their wisdom of this one on negotiate them in a peaceful discussion so that our military and the church that is being held there is released. And for the people that is being shot in Adamawa, they have to bring those people that did that thing into justice. Bring them so that they can face the justice. They can bring them or let them face their punishment. They really need to. They really need to face their punishment because it's not right. These people are people's mother, people's wives, and what do I say? The people's sisters. They are not animals. Blood flows in their brain. That's the same way it does in ours. So that home very hard, they should bring them and let them face the punishment. So coming to the issue of the transport system, the truth is that the kind of leaders we have there doesn't plan things the way it will favor the poor masses. It's only their own interest they look at. You see that at the end of the day, it is you and I that will suffer this thing, Makachi. Either after if they try regulating it and it starts working the way they want it, you see that the price will be high. I think when looking at it, it is not government that provides it. They
said they will remove 47% for the transport rates. So that they're going to make it. Okay.
So, secondly, those people that are driving those things, the small buses and Keke, however, they should find another means to help them so that they can survive. Even employing them into that BRT transport is also another way of helping them. so that they will not lose their jobs entirely.
All right, thank you so much. All right, so this is, you're still listening to High Voltage on Volt 104.3 FM, and you can still join the conversation on 0706 048 5853. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Yeah.
Good morning, you're welcome. Please, your name and your location.
This is Iman Achua, but I'm calling from Kemoko Isuzo.
Okay, all right, please go ahead.
So the issue is this, you know, our military have or common number.
Okay.
These people that killed people, kill women in other ones, they should face the wrath of the law.
Yes.
And the secondly, our military men, before they leave them, they should be checked and go to medical checkup whether these people they are normal or whether they have they are been okay. You can look at it, no weapon military can do such kind of a thing. It's nobody can be human. So the military trained military man to raise the life on the women. Women are the mother of the world. Women are the root of the world. Any person that touch women touch the whole world. If our society, if our government is a government that's ruled by the rule of the law, this military man should be checked and investigated and tried and jailed.
Yes.
Look at what happened. Okay, for instance, the United States government sent anything to Nigeria to discover the high levels of recent killings in the Benue and other states. And the Nigerian government are denying it. Look at what happened in the other states. In the presence of the democratic nations. It's uncalled for. That's a high level of wickedness. So they should try. Secondly, the issue of Nigeria intervening in the Republic coup. What I want to tell our Mr. President is this. He should bring the fire that is burning in his home. He's not going to bring external fire. Look, you can see the high levels of banditry, high levels of terrorism in Nigeria. Even in my locality, even in my community, as I'm telling you, there's no school service going in my community now. As it's got terrorism. School facilities, primary, secondary school have been bombed by 20 years now, flats, militias. Churches have been burned down, houses have been burned down in my Kimco community. And the president is not sending military to come and quell things.
And it's going to another country.
That's a high level of wickedness. And any government of fail, that fail is securing of life and property of each citizen. That the government is the failure. Because the core assignment of any government is to secure the life and the property of each citizen. And this government has failed in that regard. So in short, our president should honorable resign. So it's not doing well. The issue of our legislature, our parliamentary calling for INP's audit. It's what they do, but it's what on the movement. You can see the higher authorities of price everywhere. If you investigate them, they don't actually want to have money in INPC commission. And the second, this paper was for our money. The protocol refinery that our president was gallantly saying that is the working is valid. It's working. Is it the one in Warren? Is it the one in the Kaduna? That you investigate it. And there was the people that picked up money. So let me house, God bless you. This is chief of us from Kemoko Isuzo. God bless you.
Thank you so much. All right, yes, I believe that whoever is being released, any fund that is being released to anybody should be accounted for. Whatever it is that you are doing with it, we need to see it as the citizens. And also why the government fights for good governance in other countries. We need to see that our own country has good governance. Because with the rate of insecurity going on, with the rate of terrorism going on in not just the northern states, because most times we are quick to say in the northern states, it's also happening around us. It's happening around us where people are not taking notice. These things are going on. We ask the government to do something. The military should ensure that they are doing, and like one of the callers said, they should be checked. All the military personnel should be checked. They shouldn't just send anybody, just anybody. That we're going to be opening fire on citizens, innocent ones. It doesn't say anything right about the security personnel, those who are supposed to be protecting us. So yes, the phone lines are still open on 0706 048 5853 or 0915 570 8347. Call us and still let us know what you think about all these developments and why some people are also not happy with the development of the Enugu State, the buses and all that. We just have to wait and see how it unfolds, because whether it's going to work out for everyone, whether we are going to get used to it, but they are doing it for the betterment of the citizens in Enugu State, because they said that it's going to stop the traffics and all that, and it's going to avoid all these accidents in some of these major roads that Keke and all these small buses are not supposed to be there. All right, let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, Albert Osu from Tricycles.
All right, you are welcome.
The governor of Adamawa State that is telling the people of Adamawa to
Calm down.
Calm down. The governor understands the meaning of English word calm. Down. Before you don't interrupt me, because I know what I'm saying.
Okay.
1984, under the Buhari military regime, a governor from northern part of Nigeria, they asked him, a media worker like you, asked him, how many mineral resources do they have in the state? I think it was Kano. You know what the governor said? Response.
Okay.
By saying, he said, mineral resources you have? The man said yes. He said, Fanta.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And you know that some states have their own company that produce soft drink. So mention all those things. That is why I asked question. You know the meaning of the English word cap. People came out to call for the military to come and investigate what, not only to come and help them, but also find out the root of the misunderstanding or whatever.
In two communities, yes.
And the military, now that is here, shoot people to death. And after shooting the people to death, you are telling them to calm down for investigation. Which investigation again should take place? The investigation that I myself talking to you with my eyes, I don't say to Enugu here, do the investigation in Adamawa. And like the first caller rightly said that, and if I'm not mistaken, this Musa, that the news last time, that there is no military, no Boko Haram in Nigerian military. That Boko Haram dominate Nigerian army. That is truth. When they lose strong, look for me and kill me. That is the truth. So which investigation again are asked? That the people are even calling to protect them are the problem.
All right, we lost that call. Maybe due to network. Okay, so you can still call back on 0706 048 5853. All right. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Okay, good morning. This is Thomas.
All right.
In this issue of the Nigerian military, the military forces in Burkina Faso and the other countries, they are sending their troops. This is the reason why I say the initial time when the Trump made the comment of coming to Nigeria to do one or two things, I tell the people they should not celebrate, because I don't think that is whether the Trump have interest of Nigeria because of the killing or his own personal interest. Because Trump have the power to do anything, whether Nigeria is a sovereign country or not. Okay, Nigeria sending troops, is it not because Nigeria has the power to intervene into those countries as a sovereign country? So this sometimes they just give us fake promises just to calm us down. So we in this country we don't know what is even And the Trump made that comment. So many series of attacks have been happening here, and everything have died down. Trump have the power to do anything he wants. Is it not Trump again? Trump is not a weekly president. So, but I don't think it have Nigerian interest. Maybe it's for his own personal interest. He's just using the clean of the Christian and the reason to come to Nigeria. So they should do something. We only depend on God because of hoping all these leaders they are just hoping for nothing.
All right, thank you so much. All right, so because of time, this is Ray. Unfortunately, this is the last call. We won't be taking more calls this morning, but we'll continue tomorrow by 9 a.m. Yes, this is High Voltage, your weekday news analysis show, where we review and analyze the news and also talk about the issues affecting us as citizens of Nigeria. And this morning we've talked about some of the issues going on in the country, the insecurity, and also the security that are meant to be protecting us, not doing what they are supposed to be doing, opening fire on unarmed citizens. And also we've brought an attention to the BRT buses that the Enugu State government is hoping to bring in few months from now. So something that we should, from time to time, we'll be talking about it till we see it. So we see how it's going to benefit us as individuals in Enugu, and also how it's going to benefit those driving the Keke, the transport workers, because the government says that they are involved in the plans. So however way it unfolds, let's hope that it works for everyone. It doesn't make life uneasy for us. Let's see how it turns out to be. So thank you for being part of this program. Thank you for being part of High Voltage on Volt 104.3 FM. Join us again tomorrow for more of the news, for more of the headlines, and also for more of your voices. My name is Odili. Have a wonderful day.